Living in other parts of our country and even other parts of our world where I felt uplifted, supported, and held by my community. It was vital when I returned to Milwaukee for me to find community similar to what I had experienced in those 16 years away from here.
I lived in Mexico for almost half my life, but I returned to Milwaukee at the age of 23 after completing high school and earning my college degree.
When I returned to Milwaukee, it was an interesting time. Gentrification was taking place in the neighborhood that I grew up in, and we were trying to hold our ground and keep our spaces as makers, creators, artists, and healers. But quickly it became really, really hard. I was pregnant, COVID hit, and the future was difficult to see from that vantage point. In that moment, it became too much for me to build the business on my own while pregnant with our second child in the midst of such unknowns. So in March of 2020, I decided to let it go for a bit and focus on being a mom of my 2 little ones.
It was a hard decision for me to return to Milwaukee, and even with my family's support, it took a couple years to get adjusted back into the community. I'm not sure why, but as Latinas, we're used to doing things and building ourselves up on our own. That solo approach takes time, and it can be really hard and a lonely journey. When you have a great community around you that supports you professionally and personally, you can establish and accomplish your goals so much faster, and life just feels easier.
I'm Mariam Nayeri, founder and owner of Vibrant Vida Wellness. I am a mother, a teacher, and a community builder.
I am Natalia Andrade, co-founder of Mercadera and director of outreach for Hispanics for School Choice. But I am also a cheerful soul and an emerging Latina leader.
I'm one of the founders of HPGM's Poderosa Collective. Established in 2022, Poderosa Collective is a community of Latinas who strive to curate spaces of empowerment, celebration, and unification.
The collective serves as a connector and convener for the Latina community of Greater Milwaukee. We are a community of Latinas born of passion and creative collaboration, and our mission is to uplift the voices, contributions, and talents of other Latinas in all backgrounds.
Francesca brought us all together for the very first time at the Peruvian restaurant, Chef Paz. And it was so beautiful to be there with all of these empowering women in a restaurant that had actually been started by a Peruvian woman herself.
I always admire the support I had witnessed within other cultures, and I could feel that night was the start of something very special for Latinas in Milwaukee.
We all had similar experiences in creating on our own. And while there had been barriers along each of our paths, there have also been celebrations. Poderosa Collective has created this community where we find strength in being able to do this work alongside one another instead of alone.
I always aspired to help others along their journeys, yet I wasn't quite sure what that would look like. Being one of the founders of HPGM's Poderosa Collective has been inspiring, helping others set an example of not only how we Latinas can get along, but how we can help each other get along.
So this amazing group of Latinas banded and said, let's create an event to show how we can build something together. And that's what we did.
Our first event was in July 2022, and we held our second annual event August of 2023. It's giving us a chance to really bring the Poderosa in us to life.
If you give a group of Latinas something to do, we'll get it done.
It's up to us to share our gifts, be there with our unconditional support, help others find solutions to their challenges, and break the cycle.
Each of us has different experiences and backgrounds. I'm a yoga teacher, I'm not a spreadsheet expert, but we have others in the collective who are. We learn from each other and complement each other's unique gifts.
Francesca's so supportive and incredible for bringing us together to make this happen. finding that support in my own community and being able to make an impact in so many other lives. I never imagined being part of such an amazing group.
Francesca grounds us. She is an incredible leader and listens not only to our dreams, but she helps us find a way to make those dreams achievable.
My mom always says that the energy you put into the world is the energy that you will receive in return. I keep that in mind at all times, and the world is returning my positive energy with amazing people and bringing me more meaning to my life than I ever imagined through HPGM's Poderosa Collective.
We're not only learning from each other, we're learning each other's stories, and it has been a beautiful experience.
We're stronger and more successful together, and I am honored that we've created a space for that to happen for Latinas here in Milwaukee.
Gracias, HPGM.
Gracias, HPGM.